Good morning. This morning's class will be a 30-minute deep stretch class. Please grab your mat, roll it out, grab water if you need it. Come to rest on your mat, get comfy, and sit up nice and tall. We'll find Sukhasana. We're not going to be seated in this bound hip locking position very long. I'm going to get you up and get you stretching. We're not going to be doing any standing today, so it will be a seated or kneeling stretch. So grab your mats, have a seat, sit up nice and tall and close your eyes. Begin to grow tall through the spine. Reaching tall through the crown of the head, grounding in through the sit bones, drawing the tailbone down toward the earth and the crown of the head up toward the sky. Retract the chin, lift the heart space, pull the belly in. Big breath in through the nose, let it go through the mouth. Beautiful. Begin to tap into your Ujjayi breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose, constricting the back of the throat, making that audible sound like the ocean. Breathing deep, filling the lungs all the way up. Take a couple deep breaths here. On an inhale, invite relaxation. And on your exhale, breathe out any stressors or tension in the mind or in the body. Breathe in peace. And breathe out anything that's not serving you in this moment. 2 more breaths. Maybe setting your intention for softness, being gentle and mindful of where your body wants to go today. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Gently open your eyes. Take a big inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, rain it back down. Inhale to the top. Maybe gaze up at the fingertips. Exhale, rain it back down. Last time, inhale, gaze up, look at the fingertips. Hold here, take a big breath in as we gaze up to the sky. On your exhale, interlace the fingers, bring them behind the head, and we're bringing them actually just above the base of the neck. Thumbs point down. Big breath in, lift the heart space. Nice tall spine. On your exhale, just the neck and the chin drop. No rounding in the back. Dropping the chin toward the chest. Little gentle pressure from the hands on the back of the head. Big neck stretch. 2 breaths. One more nice big breath. Beautiful. Gently release the hands and bring them down to your side. You can bring them slightly behind you, maybe behind the mat. Roll the shoulders down and lean back. Lift the heart space and begin to look up and drop the head if it feels okay. If not, you can allow it to rise. Just find a nice opening in the throat. Big inhale. One more breath. Back to a seat. Beautiful. Bring the fingertips right out from your sides. Take a big inhale. Left arm is going to rise up to the sky. And we'll find a side bend. Open that shoulder. Fall into your side bend. Eyes are opened or closed. Whatever feels good. Big stretch. Beautiful. Inhale, come back up toward the sky, and on your exhale, let those fingertips drop. We'll take it to the other side. Big inhale to the top. Exhale, fall in. Make sure you open that top shoulder. So there's a beautiful opening in the right side of the body. This knee is going to want to pop up. Try to bring it down. 2 more big breaths. Beautiful. On an inhale, come on back up to the top. Allow those fingertips to drop. And then take an inhale, sweep that left hand up. We're going to take it to the opposite ear and just find a little shoulder and neck stretch here. You can change the level of the lever in the right arm to increase or decrease your stretch. One more big inhale. Release, and we'll take it to the other side. Big inhale. Come on up over that ear on the opposite side and find a little neck stretch. One more breath. Release from the stretch. Beautiful. Big inhale all the way to the top. Exhale, bring the hands to heart center. Nice. And we're going to turn long on our mat and find your way down to your mat and just lie back. Bring the legs with you, and you can give yourselves a nice big morning hug. Find whatever feels good here. Then come to stillness. Nice. Give yourself a big squeeze, and then we're going to come to lie like we're moving into Savasana. So legs are straight out, and arms are going to come up over the head. First, relax in. Let everything relax. Shoulders relax. Legs relax. Knees splay out. Toes fall open. And allow the lower back to melt. Finding the earth. Finding the ground. Feeling the sensation and the energy from the earth. And allowing our bodies to relax. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Beautiful. Take a big inhale. Reach long overhead. Reach through the fingertips. And the energy travels all the way down the body, through the legs and into the toes. Reach, reach, reach. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Pull the belly in. Reach. Stretch it out. Like Stretch Armstrong. Do you remember him? From the 70s. Big inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale, reach and stretch. Point the toes, reach the fingertips. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. And then release it back down. And we're going to make ourselves into a letter C. So I want you to take your feet and walk them all the way over as far as you can to the left. Keep your hips grounded where they are. And then we're going to walk the hands to the left as well, coming into a C shape, or what may appear like a C. And we'll reach long through those right and left fingertips, really reaching. Take a big breath in. On your exhale, relax that right shoulder. Let go of the stretch in the right arm. Just remain in your C. And breathe nice and deep. You can take the left foot over the right, find a little crossover here, or the right foot over the left if that feels better. That's going to be a bigger stretch, right over left. Just play around with it. And hold here for a couple breaths. Really feel that deep side stretch up the right side body. Three more breaths. Big breaths. Really make the breaths big. Fill the lungs all the way up. Let the belly rise and fall. Beautiful. Nice and slow. Start to walk the feet and the hands back through center. Take a moment here, wiggle around, ground in with the hips, and then walk the feet over to the right. And we'll walk the hands to the right and create your C on the opposite side. Big inhales and exhales. One more big inhale, and on your exhale, we're going to relax that left shoulder. Beautiful. You can cross left foot over right ankle, or just the opposite, whatever feels better. Bigger stretch when the top foot is crossed over. 4 more big breaths. Release from your stretch. Walk your hands and feet back. Take another big long stretch. And then release, and we'll bring the knees back into the chest. Give yourselves another hug. Let's find happy baby this morning. So come to stillness. Knees over the hips. Take the knees wide. Beautiful. Find the sacrum, that band in the lower back, to come right in contact with the earth. So if you lift and open here, a lot of times you'll see that you start to lift off the ground. What you want to do is have that lower back flat to the earth. So find that space where you're connecting and grounding. And then find your version of happy baby. Maybe it's just hands on the thighs and the feet relax. Maybe they're on the knees. Maybe we grab the shins or the ankles or the toes, right? Whatever works. And if you'd like to find a rock side to side, so many options with happy baby. If you come back through center and find stillness, if you can grab the toes, and you want to allow that left leg to just kind of relax a little bit, and take the right leg long, that's always an option. Switching back and forth from one to the other, big stretch. The whole back of the leg gets a stretch. And we find happy baby with extension. Big breaths. And come back to stillness. And plant both feet on the earth. Beautiful. Let's take a little twist. Bring the arms to goalpost. Heel toe the feet out to the sides. Take a big inhale, and on your exhale, drop the knees to your left. And just allow them to fall. Gaze in the opposite direction. If this is enough, stay here. You always have the option to take the left foot, and this is for a deeper stretch. You can take the left foot over top of that right knee and just allow that pressure to increase your stretch. If it feels good, if it doesn't feel good, right, back off. Whatever feels nice. You can also roll a little bit more onto that hip on the left side. Relaxes the twist a little bit. Two more big breaths. Fantastic. Roll the head back through center. Draw the hips back through center. Take a big inhale. And on your exhale, we'll drop the knees to the right. Again, you can lift the right hip and place it down and then find your twist. Gaze in the opposite direction. You know your options now to increase the stretch, foot on the knee. And deep breaths. Really allow the breath to move you through relaxation. So every out breath, you should feel a little bit of a release in whatever area that may be tight or tense for you. Just go with it. Allow it to fall. Allow it to melt. One more breath. A good nap. Open your eyes. Don't fall asleep. Bring your hips back through center. Feels good. Bring your knees into your chest. And let's take a little roll along the spine. Back and forth. You can bring your hands behind the hamstrings if it feels better. Beautiful. On your next rock, come on up to a seat. And then find your way to all fours. And we will find tabletop position. Take a couple cat-cow stretches when you arrive in tabletop. Nice deep breaths. Relax the toes. We're not engaging the toes. And then come to stillness. Beautiful. Walk the hands forward just a little bit. Take a big breath in. And on your exhale, press yourself back toward child's pose. And the knees can stay shoulder distance apart. Reach long with the hands. Press back. Drop the head. Inhale, we're going to start to look forward. Pull the body through the front. And just drop the hips as much as is comfortable. And then send it back, child's pose. If you'd like, you can draw all the way through, slide the hands up, and come on down to a high cobra. And press it back, child's pose. Slide the body through. Maybe stopping here or dropping the hips, high cobra. Roll the shoulders down away from the ears, and then press it back. Breathe. Inhale, bring the body through the front. Exhale, drop the hips. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, press it back. One more, just like that. And then take the knees a little bit wider if you're more comfortable and bring the toes to touch, and we'll find child's pose. If you have a block or a bolster or a pillow, whatever works, you can bring the block to your forehead, and that will just release a little bit of tension there. We don't have to go crazy with tension in the shoulders and stretching in the shoulders. Also, if you have a pillow, oh, that was my ankle cracking. Did you hear my ankle crack? You can bring your pillow just underneath your bum, right? And then walk yourself into child's pose. Just get comfy here for a few moments and breathe. 2 more breaths. Nice and slow. Let's bring the head up. If you have a block, remove the block. And reach the hands out long in front of you. Big breath. Let's take this to a shoulder stretch. Bring the right hand straight out in front. Take that left hand, thread it under the right. Left fingertips facing up, palm facing up. And lay the ear toward the mat. If your ear does not reach the mat, totally cool. You can bring that block back. And then reach long and lay the ear on the block. Relax. Take a couple breaths. Breathe nice and deep. Fill the lungs all the way to the top. One more breath. Release. And we're going to take that left hand straight out in front of us. Take the right hand and thread the needle underneath the left armpit, and the right palm faces up. Maybe the head rests to a block or a pillow. Breathe nice and deep. One more big breath. Beautiful. Take that right hand, stretch it right back out in front. Take one more breath in extended child's pose. Nice. Slowly, we're going to walk the hands under the shoulders. You can remove any props that you might have. And we'll come to all fours and find tabletop one more time. I'm going to take you guys into Pigeon. And if Pigeon is not your groove, you can always come to your backs. And I will show you real quick. Modification. Come to your backs, right? And we take that figure 4 stretch and take that ankle over the opposite knee. Make sure this foot is flexed. We open this knee, and then if you peek down, you kind of look like a number 4 without its leg, right? So this is the figure 4 stretch, and then that option to draw the leg back toward the chest. If Pigeon is okay with you, we're going to go there from hands and knees. So find a nice strong tabletop. And walk the hands forward just a little bit. We're going to start with the left leg. Bring the left knee toward the left wrist. And then we're going to shoot that right leg back. Now, in Pigeon, a lot of times people aren't comfortable because of the compression in the knee. So if you have bad knees, please take that option, that modification. The bigger, you're going to get a bigger stretch, the more parallel that leg is to the front of your mat. So if your shin goes parallel to the front, bigger stretch. So that means the closer you draw the heel to the body, the lesser the stretch. So again, here in Pigeon, it's sometimes nice as we come to the floor, if you have pillows, and I should have told you bring pillows to class, right? But many of you are in your living room. So if you have pillows or a bolster, you can grab them, line them up. Right? And from here, we can find extension little arch in the back. And then on an exhale, walk yourselves out and grab your pillows. Hug them into your body. Feels really good. Stack the hands however you'd like. Just get comfy. Fall in and breathe. Bring your focus to your left hip. On your exhales, feel the hip open and relax and fall. You always have that option too of grabbing a block and placing it below that left hip. Always use props, whatever props that you have to make yourself more comfortable, especially in a more yin style class, which this is indicative of, where we hold poses a little bit longer and go deep. Enjoy your props, right? One more breath. And if you have a block under the hip, you can remove it. Nice and slow. We'll come on back up. And we're going to take this to the other side. So however you'd like to come back to tabletop. And then we'll find pigeon on the other side. So right knee is going to come toward right wrist, and we'll shoot that left leg back. And you're going to have to reposition your pillows if you have two, like me, because I didn't grab my bolster. Find your pigeon. Find extension first. Take a nice deep breath. And on your exhale, fall in. Grab your pillows. Hug them into your body. And then maybe if you need that block, you can pop it behind the right hip. And settle in and breathe. Enjoy. Find relaxation. And yin classes are so important to our practice. Many times people want to push, go strong, go hard, go fast, right? But the slow, intentional movement and stretching of the body is so healing and such an important part of everything that we do to stay grounded, stay happy, and cultivate strength ultimately. Take 2 more breaths. Beautiful. Begin to bring yourself back up to the hands. You can remove your props. I'm going to take you down to the floor. I feel nappy now. All right. So remove your props. Come back to all fours. Take a cat-cow stretch or two. Pause where it feels good. Nice. And when you're ready, just find your way back onto your backs. And bring the knees into the chest. For another hug. We need lots of hugs. Extra hugs now, right? Extra hugs for everyone. All right. Hug in. Side to side rock, maybe. And come to stillness. Give yourselves a squeeze. Keep that right knee in. Take the left leg out long. Beautiful. What I'd like you to do is really focus on the positioning of the right knee. And just so for the sake of seeing this, I'd like you to take that right knee and take to the outside of the rib cage. Open it up. So we're opening the hip and we're dropping the knee out to the side. And then we're going to bring that knee up and around the outside of the rib cage. Release the toes. Relax, but find a compression in the hip. Take a big breath in. Exhale, relax the shoulders and the hip. 2 more breaths. Lower back should be connecting with the earth. If it's not, you can always bring that left foot up. Beautiful. Bring the knee back around through center, and we'll extend it long. What I don't have with me is a strap, but a lot of times a strap is helpful here. So if this isn't a groovy stretch for you and you find yourself grabbing at your pant leg, trying to bring, and that works, by the way, if you have a pant leg and you, right, bring your leg back in, try not to crank too hard, right? We want to be comfortable, find a warm stretch. But a lot of times I find that people try to walk their hands up the back of their leg, grab the toes. That's cool, but this is cool too, right? But if you have a strap, a belt, anything that will work as a strap, what works really good is if you have a robe that has one of those thick belts, that works good as a yoga strap. You can wrap it behind the ankle and allow yourself some extra time here to find that stretch, right? And then play around with it. Point and flex or circle the ankles, whatever feels really, really good. And you can find movement too. You can hug that knee back in and then stretch it long. Kind of just play around. Two more breaths. Beautiful. Nice and slow. Release that foot to the ground. Bring the other knee in. And then we'll take that knee to the outside of the rib cage. Compression. Breathe. Exhales, relax the hip. One more breath. Then draw that knee back around through center and begin to find extension in the left leg, toes to the sky, and whatever option you want to use here. If you have a strap, you can grab your strap. You can grab your pant leg. You can walk the hands up the back of the leg. Whatever feels good, but back off. If it's too much, if it feels like really tight this morning, walk your hands back down, right? Whatever feels good. Allow the lower back to come in contact with the earth. If you feel like there's an arch, and you can slide your hand under here. Draw that right foot up so the knee is up to the sky. That's going to give you a little bit more accessibility, allows the back to relax. You still get that beautiful stretch up the back of the left leg. Couple breaths. One more big breath in. Beautiful. Take that left leg long. Follow it by the right. Take the feet out wide and bring the arms down to your sides. We'll come to Savasana. Wiggle around. Close your eyes. I hope you feel good. Oh, when you're nice and comfortable and relaxed. And you know what? Grab any pillows or anything that you might have. Sometimes pillows are nice to have in Shavasana to lay under your arms. So if you have pillows nearby, you can lay them under your arms. Find whatever feels good, right? You can bring them under your knees. That always feels good too. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Beautiful. Begin to really relax. And release. And feel free to stay in your Shavasana as long as you'd like today. I'm going to allow you to part with Shavasana. And with that, I would like to thank you for joining me for class today. I hope you have a wonderful, relaxing day. Thank you for joining me. Namaste.